Hello everybody, and today I am going to show you how to use Scoobies. Now, I did actually already make a video where I was going to show everybody how to make this bracelet and it went a little bit wrong. So I'm going to show you how to kind of make this bracelet, but I'm going to change it ever so slightly because obviously it's now not coming out of the pack. I've had to make up my own stuff. So to start off with, I am going to make myself some paper beads because I don't have any of the round beads left to show you. So I am going to make some paper beads. If you've seen the paper bead tutorial, I'm going to be making rectangular small beads. So if you've not watched the paper bead tutorial, it's basically wrapping paper beads around a stick, rolling and rolling, and then using the glue. And what I've found with these little ones is, because they do bunch a little bit, is to just stick them in the glue. I didn't do that in the other tutorial, but it just stops them from unraveling and everything, giving it a little squeeze there. So I've now got a group of paper beads and I'm just going to let them dry. I've put some of them in glitter so that they've got a little bit of glitter on them. You can't see it on the camera, that's a shame, but some of them have got some glitter on them. So next is the Scoobies. So for those of you that have never used Scoobies before, they're a plastic tube, and like I say, I did do a tutorial with this one. It'll probably get mashed in at some point, but it went a little bit wrong. But this is a bracelet and this is what we're going to make. And for some reason I've managed to pick up a red, a white and a blue. Ooh, very nice. Now I'm going to put a basic knot in the top of this. Nice, easy, basic knot. Look at that. Dead easy. And now I'm going to show you a basic plait. So anybody who's done a basic plait will know how to do this. Now, to show it to you like this, it'll end up wobbling about and coming off camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of tape, and this is just a piece of duct tape, and I'm going to stick it to the top. Okay, actually I want to put it above the knot. If it's below the knot, it's not going to be tight enough. Okay, so you can do this too, as you can always tape things down if you wish to, and it does make it a bit easier because these are really, really long, and as you plait at the top it gets a bit knotted at the bottom, so you might see my hands come down and that will be moving the knot at the bottom of the strings. So I'm going to start with the white one in the middle. So for those of you that have never plaited before, it's quite simple. You start by taking either of the outside ones over the middle. I'm going to go right over left first, and again, like I say, to unknot it at the bottom, I'll just keep moving out of the way. Now your red one has become the middle. Now because I've done right over the middle, I'm now going to take the left one over the middle, and you'll see that it starts to plait at the top, and then we take the right one over the middle again. So your middle colour is always changing. So now I'm going to take the left one over the middle. And like I say, you do have to be careful with the bottoms because they end up plaiting the bottom and then you get a really weird thing going on in the middle. So now my red one's in the middle and I'm just going to swap and put my blue one in the middle. And then I'm going to bring my white one back into the middle. And we're pretty much back where we started. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to leave the white one in the middle, And I'm going to take one of my paper beads and I'm going to put it on the white one. Now, if you don't think it's tight enough, now's the time to give it a little squeeze at the top there to make it a little tighter. And now, because I'm back where I started, I'm going to go right over the middle, and it goes around the bead, and then you go left over the middle, and then I'm going to do the same again, right over the middle, and then left over the middle, and then right over the middle, and then left over the middle. And again, I'm now back to where I started, so because of that, I'm going to get another bead. Don't worry if it loosens while you're putting a bead on, because you can always give it a squeeze again once you get your bead on. Just push it up, squeeze your work together, and then carry on. So right over the middle, and then the left over the middle, and then your right over the middle, and then your left over the middle, right over the middle, and left over the middle, and you're back to where you started. So you know what we're doing now. We're adding another bead, and we're going to continue this. You can keep it short if you want, or you can continue until it's big enough for your wrist. Once you're finished and you are happy with the length, you could go all the way to the end and create a choker or a necklace or anything like that, but I'm just doing this as a bracelet. Now, you could just knot this end and then tape the two ends together, or just going to get rid of that tape, or you can undo your beginning knot and you can knot all 6 together. Now this is a bit hard. I'd start with your short ones first and put them through so that the short ones are all through, and then I'd get your longer ones and go through second, because if you go through with the long ones first, sometimes your short ones disappear and then it's really hard to try and find them. And you've just got to find the hole, which is normally behind your shorter ones, and put your longer ones through. So just thread them through there. Lost the white one, there it is. And you just thread them all through, and then once you've got them all through, you pull them and tighten your knot. So it's up to you whether you prefer to have, and you can pull them individually because they're plastic, whether you prefer to have this big knot effect for your bracelet there, so that you'd have a big knot, or whether you want to tie 2 little knots, and then like this one, you wrap the pieces in some sellotape. It works just the same. So I've got a little knot there and a little knot there and some sellotape around the middle, or you can have a big knot. And all you do is, once you've knotted and pulled everything through, and I really would try and pull them individually so that it's nice and tight. Yeah, don't just pull one, because then you end up with things sticking out everywhere. And once you've pulled it through, the excess, you just give a trim. Okay? And we will be using this, so never throw these bits away, because you can always use them for something else. And that is your bracelet, which is nice because you get to use the paper beads as well. But if you have used the pack that I will be sending out. You can have the beads and the nice plastic beads. These ones are a bit shiny. These ones are just plain. You can always decorate plain ones. You can paint them or add sparkly bits to them with your, if you've got some sparkly glue or something, you can always add that to the plain beads if you wish. And there you have 2 lovely Scoobie bracelets. And we will be doing more with the Scoobies. If you don't have Scoobies, you can always use any kind of thick thread, or you could use some string or anything that you can get hold of, so long as you're not stealing something off parents. Like when we did these, make sure you don't nick their magazines for making your beads. Always ask before tearing and ripping things up. I hope you enjoy these tutorials. I hope you find them fun. Please send us any photos of anything that you've made.